So now I'll be hitting some neurotransmitter game and try to talk about the central nervous system neurotransmission. Okay, so this basically lays a foundation towards us getting to understand that full concept of how drugs act in the central nervous system and all of that. So let's look at the introduction of this concept. Now, central nervous system neurotransmission does have to do with the whole process that takes it, that makes it possible that one nerve is actually able to communicate to another nerve. You understand? So just so you know, it's a process by which neurons are able to communicate with each other, and of course, this communication is by chemicals and electrical signals. So the things that make it possible. So in the central nervous system, the communication occurs across synapses and the junctions between neurons. So what are the different steps in neurotransmission? So first of all, the neurotransmitter has to be made. That's the chemical has to be made. It has to be made, okay? So when it is made, it is now released into the synaptic cleft. The synaptic cleft is this open space that is between one neuron and the next one that is after it. So it will now bind to the receptors on the postsynaptic neuron, right? So like the neuron that is before now, you understand, it has receptors that have to actually recognize the neurotransmitter. If they don't recognize the neurotransmitter, they don't even accept it. I don't know if you understand. So it's a well coordinated process that deals with a lot of intelligence. So types of neurotransmitters, this is introduction, so I'll just jump in here and there. You should know that we have neurotransmitters that will excite you, will promote actions, will actually kick you into action, and we have the ones that will basically calm you down. So the major classes, you have the amino acid neurotransmitters. So examples like glutamate, you have the GABA, we have the glycine. Okay, we have monoamines neurotransmitters. Okay, so examples, you have things like the dopamine, we have the serotonin, we have the epinephrine, then we have the epinephrine itself. Then we have other examples like the peptides, that include the endorphins and the enkephalins. Then substance P is also a peptide. So others, we have things like acetylcholine, nitric oxide. Now please, you should note that all of these neurotransmitters have their functions. You could pause at each slide I was going through to actually observe their function. For me, I'm just passing because we'll still talk about each one of them. Okay, so we have acetylcholine, we have nitric oxide. So importance is the neurotransmission is what actually controls all the brain activities, and of course the brain is the intelligence side of the body, so they're actually one of the most important things in the body. So they control how you recognize things, they control your emotions, they control your motor control, they control how you are able to sense things. Okay, so this also builds our knowledge to knowing that these neurotransmitters are so important. So if there's any dysfunction in them, it leads to things like depression, schizophrenia, Parkinson's disease, epilepsy, and the rest of it.